Today I got an STD test. It's always good to make sure your penis is not gonna fall off. I don't have any symptoms. I just wanted to get tested. I get tested regularly, 4 to 5 times a day, a year. And it's just a precautionary thing. And I do this for a good reason, not only to be safe, but another reason that I feel like a lot of people wouldn't necessarily expect. So today I go in. I had to go to 3 different places because the place I went last time, I found another place closer that had the same name. So I went there. Turns out companies can have the same name. They're not the same place. Tried to charge me $50. Then I went to another place. Tried to charge me again $50. And then I finally went back to the normal place. They only charged me $5. Very low price to pay for the safety of a penis. Anyway, I like to plan things, decisions, my life based on the whole idea of expect the best but be prepared for the worst. And you think, oh, well, of course, an STD test. What if you had AIDS? I don't really mean it like that. So let me frame this idea. Let's pretend I had a girlfriend. You guys know I'm not really into the exclusive dating thing. I like to keep my options open. I'm living the most fun time of my life. Why would I be tied down by some bitch who's just gonna fucking cluck in my ear all the time? Unless maybe I found a chick to completely change my mind. Anyways, that is a topic for a whole nother video. Today, back to STDs, AIDS, herpes, chlamydia, syphilis. They're the best. So let's pretend I was in an exclusive relationship. Let's call her my girlfriend. And let's say we were in a situation where she came up to me one day, stormed in the room and said, "Steven, I have chlamydia and you gave it to me." Now, let's pretend I wasn't a scumbag. Let's pretend that I didn't. Let's pretend I was completely loyal. And as far as that goes, here's the idea. I can't answer for anyone else what they do 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, except myself. No one's with me 24 hours a day, and I'm not with anyone else. So the only person that knows what I do every second of every day is the person who's there. Me. I'm a witness to everything. So if I know in my heart that I didn't cheat on this bitch, then I didn't cheat on this bitch. So let's then turn the story to her testimony. My issue is this. Whether she's telling the truth or whether she's lying, she's going to approach you the exact same way. I have an STD and you gave it to me. Think about that. Whether she's telling the truth or whether she's lying, doesn't matter. She's going to approach you the exact same way. So what I do with getting tested regularly, I set up this weird sort of bait car situation for any chick who would ever accuse me of transmitting a disease sexually. I have the receipts. I can say, well, look at this. Exactly 20 days ago I was clean, and look at this. Exactly today I was clean, or look at this. When I met you, didn't have an STD. Let's pretend that she had at that point passed it on to me. I could do this. Weird. This paperwork says I was clean. This paperwork says I now have chlamydia. The only difference I can find between this period of my life and now is that I put my wiener in a dirty vagina. And again, you would think like, oh, well, wouldn't you know if you had an STD? You don't always have symptoms. Sometimes you do. If my dick was completely burning off of my body as I pissed, I'd be like, well, this makes sense. That should have been something. But let's just pretend I didn't have any symptoms. Or maybe the bitch just cheated, just found out that she had become infected. I now am protected from any sort of blasphemy. Think about it. I don't want to ever in my life give anyone any sort of power to hold something over my head. I don't ever want to be blackmailed. And you think about it, the way blackmailing works generally, you would have had to have already fucked up once. So it's better for you to, number one, don't end up in that situation. But number two, if you do, be prepared. Think about it. This chick could go to my job. She could go post on Facebook, Steve is a fucking dirty asshole. He has AIDS and herpes and his dick's little. I'd be like, oh bitch, you know my dick ain't little. But the situation is this. I would then have proof. Say, that's weird because here is My clean bill of health, chlamydia, negative. Every other STD, negative. But this one, this paperwork, after we've hung out and fucked. Now, what if I had an STD then? Again, of course, the elephant in the room is you should be using a condom anyway, but it's always good to have that double little layer of protection because you can get an STD using a condom, is what they say. I don't know, you know, there's a lot of misinformation out there. I don't know how true that is. Okay, it doesn't really seem that, you know what, I'm not a fucking health teacher, but I'll tell you this, okay? It is, number one, healthy to get tested. It's like testing anything. Every time you go outside, you might want to test your kickflip. Make sure it didn't fucking completely rot and fall off. Your kickflip, I'm talking about. Or your dick flip, your kick dick. You treat your dick the way you treat a skateboard. You put grip tape on it and you do dark slides. That's what I always say. But I do advise those of you who are sexually active to, for sure, stay safe. You know, Johnny Geiger's got a goddamn condom sponsor. That could be you. Not only stay safe, but also do your best to protect yourself. And if you guys have any weird stories of dirty bitches you may have met, or maybe your friend got an STD, maybe his dick turned brown and just fucking crumbled away after like a little gust of wind. If you guys have a funny story about either STDs or awful relationships, let me know in a comment below. And I hope you guys accept this little bit of fatherly advice. This is Papa Steve coming out. Papa Ninja dropping some knowledge for his 200,000 retarded kids. Although only 92% of you guys are retarded. Again, YouTube is about to get weird. I've said this on Twitter and I've said it on Facebook. The way I speak is really controversial. I say retard and faggot all the time, and right now YouTube is taking a stand against any sort of, I'm gonna call it humor. So if my channel does explode in the next, explode meaning become deleted. I guess explode could mean got really popular, which would be awesome. If my channel explodes and gets really popular, that'd be fucking dope. Thank you guys for sharing and liking the videos and making comments. But if my channel gets deleted anytime in the upcoming future, make sure that you guys are following me on some sort of other social media. Facebook, Twitter too, Instagram, whatever. These are some weird times we're living in. And keep your dick safe, people. For the love of God, keep your goddamn dick safe. Keep it out of the gutter. Until next time, guys. Kuna Matata, bitches.